It was tough. Obviously, I love all three options. You know, with my home country, which I love a lot, but I really wanted to participate in the Olympics. You know, that's been my goal and my dream. And you add that with the fact that my son is American, and I've been here for such a long time. I just felt like, I feel like for the past few years since he's been born, every decision has been made just based on just family. My family, my son, and having the chance to represent a country like the U.S. and my son being born here, what?
You said you was gonna play behind the coach, bro.
Being born here, and family, being here, like I said, loving my home country, but ultimately. I really wanted to play in the Olympics. I love, like I said, I love all three options. I'm really thankful for that opportunity, the friends, the commitment that we're willing to make. I really appreciate it. So it was a tough decision. I was trying to take my time, as much as possible, but it was kind of made hard by, the deadline that was put. So, but I'm happy with it.
When you decide now the outcome?
Well, I have been thinking about playing in the Olympics for a long time. That's been a goal of mine. Doesn't mean that I'm going to play, but I want to play, and I'm going to do whatever is possible. Obviously, trying to make a long run, to win an NBA championship here, and playing the Olympics. But that was a factor. That was one of them. Family is a factor.
How much?
It was, you want to play with great players, but it wasn't a fact. I didn't think about that at all. It's great. I think, that's a huge sacrifice, especially after a long NBA season. So when you have guys competing like this, I think it's great. Not just for them, but also for the game of basketball and the Olympics, because basketball is such a huge sport in this world. So, like I said, going back to family, that's really what it came down to.
John, just to clarify, you said there was a deadline?
I just wanted to see, come into the season, see how I felt, and go from there. Feel pretty good. It wasn't much of a factor, but, it was put out there. So, you think about it, but, it wasn't like I was like, well, I gotta make this decision because there's a deadline. I just, I wouldn't have made this decision if I wasn't ready, and I felt like, it was time, and kind of wanted to get it over with, so I may not be asked these questions since last year. I'm trying to focus on the season.
Well, you haven't asked
because I wanted to get it over with, and felt like I was ready. Pros and cons. Like I said, I love my country, Cameroon. Would love to represent, but the ability to participate in the Olympics and family was played a huge role in that decision. And the fact that there is a lot of uncertainty that Cameroon was going to make it. I don't know, but like I said, I'm happy with it. There was no one rushing me into it. I was ready.
The way that he schemes defense and how maybe that can apply to your group.
Well, I led practice in blocks today, so that's a start. But I've always believed that being a good defender is not blocking shots that getting a lot of steals. The best defenders are just solid. They do their job. They don't allow shots. They intimidate the opposing team. I think that's what kind of get lost in those awards, like Defensive Player of the Year. Like most of the time, I feel like people just look at who got the most steals, who got the most blocks. But defense is much more than that. You gotta have a high basketball IQ. You gotta know where to be positioned. just to make sure that, first of all, they don't get in the paint, and they don't even attempt the shot, or they're scared to do so. And that's why I've always believed that those type of awards should always go to bigs, but not necessarily because you just block shots. Biggest difference? I love it, and we all love it. I think this is the best way to win, and I've always believed that. I never liked the idea of just being a scorer. I like to do everything on the basketball court. I want to be a playmaker. I want to score. I want to get my guys involved. I want to, get them open. So, and the way we've been playing, the system in place that we're working on, I think, it might be, it might take a while, but once we figure it out, we're gonna be fine. But it's fun. It's fun playing out with the ball moving side to side. Everybody touching it. That means everybody's happy, and most importantly, on the other end, everybody does their job because they're seeing the ball, they're touching the ball. Even if they're not shooting, at least they have the ball in their hands. So I think, everybody's buying in, and, I love it because that's the way I love playing, just moving the ball and, getting everybody involved.
Joel, do you have a sense of?
No, I think it's awesome. I mean, I'm a big international, I've coached a lot of international basketball, and I love it. It's a super unique game. Obviously, he's going in there in a great competition next year in a great city. But I think that just from my time of being with guys is it's usually a really good like leading into the next season. It really usually helps guys, right? Because it's a little different style, great conditioning, high level play, decision making, all that stuff. I think it always helps guys going into the next season. So that's awesome. Good for him.
To go back to the defense.
It's going to be amazing if they add me, No, I think it'll be great. I can't wait to watch. I mean, everybody keeps talking about USA. We're trying to focus on the season. But, you see Bron and Steph Curry and those guys talking about the phone calls that they have and bringing Team USA back to where it's supposed to be. That's great for basketball. That's great for our league. Even though those guys want to spend the time with their families in the summertime, for them to sacrifice that at their age, to play in the summer is a great thing. So I'm looking forward to watching it and seeing hopefully Joel stay healthy, focus on getting us the championship first, and then getting a gold medal if he decides to play.